Good evening. It's a beautiful evening down here at Lake Burley-Griffin. Had a few fish around. Missed a strike on the carp rod earlier. Well, I didn't miss it. Struck it and got busted off. Don't know how. Just happened. One minute I had a fish, next minute I didn't. Then I got another fish on the lure, tightened into it, and then he threw the hook. So yeah, I've had a mixed afternoon, but it's beautiful out here. I'd like to do a couple of shout outs this evening. If you look in the description boxes of my previous 3 or 4 videos, you'll find all of the channels that I'm going to mention, most of them, and maybe a couple of others. So go back and take a look at them and check this description box as well. But I'll start out with RobbieFIshing, who's all round good bloke and Aussie angler, catching plenty of cod and redfin, carp, yabbies, and having a ball in the bush with his kids. Young Holly, who makes guest appearances on his channel, is an absolute crack up. Well worth watching just for her appearances. So check out RobbieFIshing. Then there's RKJ Fishing, again, redfin, and golden perch, cod. Then there's Cod Gobbler. Brett's mate of Robbie's and gets out with him a fair bit, and does a lot of fishing himself when he's not sticking himself in the leg with the lure. Not what you want to do, but he did it for us. Our entertainment, I'm sure. And then there's MurrayCrabb, CRABB. Not only does he go for the usual suspects, he heads down the coast and hits up the coastal estuarine species as well. And some bass. Australian bass are very different to American bass, but not even part of the same family, in fact. They're related to the golden perch and the estuary perch, not to the American bass. But we call them bass. And MurrayCrabb will show you where and how to get them. Then we've got Marshall Hurt, who every couple of weeks does big shout outs for lots of channels. He's been supporting the community in his own shout outs for a long time now. A long time. He's got a great channel, fishing for panfish mostly. And you'll get to meet his dog Willow, who's lovely. And all round nice guy. Helps channels out no end. Then there's, in the vein of helping other channels, Cole Outdoors, who does a daily live show with various guests, worth going along and meeting lots of people. Some of the greatest people on YouTube get onto those streams. People like Jag Fishing and Darren's Northern Light, both of whom are great people, keen fishermen, and keen on helping the community get ahead. Jag Fishing also is about to set up a fish tank with some American natives, bass and so on in it, I believe. So it's going to be worth following him just to see what he does with it and how it all goes. You can see it's a beautiful sunset beginning to come on. Then who else have we got? There's always more. Grant McIntosh, if you want worms or anything to do with, not want to know anything to do with worms, drop in and visit Grant's channel. He's got night crawlers, African and European, and some red wrigglers happening at the moment. And he does regular updates on his worm farming. So check him out for a lighter take on things. Fish with Bish is a great channel, funny guy, great sense of humour, and makes some fantastic satirical news videos along with other content. And Stacey, here we grow again. Fantastic little gardening channel. Really, really well explained. Fantastic tips and hints. And she's a lovely person too. So jump over and check out Stacey, here we go. Here we grow again. If you're interested in gardening. Then we get on to the juniors. There are some very promising juniors coming up through the ranks. Keen fishermen, oh well, keen anglers I should say, because at least one of them's a young lady. But yeah, Murray Doc, new channel, got one video up, maybe a second by now, but you'll catch up with the lads on RobbieFIshing as well. Then there's Naspelts. Nathan is a fantastic guy, great fisherman, chases trout and panfish and all sorts of other bits and pieces. Bit of ice fishing, often streams while he's playing a fishing video game. Good bloke, really nice guy. Check out Nathan and Naspelts. That's Naspeltz. Then we also have the Enthusiastic Fisherman. Enthusiastic Fisherman is always enthusiastic, as the name might imply. He's another keen ice angler. When the rainbow pants come out, look out, he means business on the ice. Often goes fishing with friends and always encourages them. Always got a bright word to say for his mates. And just an all-round good kid. Really enjoy his content. Then a little closer to home, my young friend Ben, who has featured on a couple of my videos. Him and Harry, mate of his, setting up a bit of a channel, Frenzy Fishing. Got a good video on hitting up the carp and cod in the Murrumbidgee River near Canberra. Give them some support. They're only got half a dozen or so subs at the moment, so I could do with a little loving. Then we have Aaron Gone Wild. He's good fun and getting into fly fishing. He's growing fast. So that's Aaron with a double A-R-O-N. Gone Wild. And I think finally, lastly, I'll give a bit of a nod to MurrayCrabb. Young Maddie is making a bit of a name for herself, streaming from the stream side. Her speciality is to go out fishing and chat to us from the riverbank. Catches a lot of catfish and sunfish, bluegill, bass from the creek just near her home, and always entertaining, always good fun. Keep in mind that these are juniors and we should really respect them and their channels. No swearing, no crass talk, and certainly no personal questions and advances on any of them. But go check them out and have a bit of fun with them. Bit of support for the youngsters. They are the future of the hobby after all. I'm going to turn off so I've got some battery power left if I do actually happen to catch a fish. If the sunset gets prettier, I might record a bit of it too. Certainly looking promising at the moment. I'm on the wrong basin though. Should be over the other side. Ah well.